Yo, what up everybody? It's your boy the Don John back with another Reddit story video. Today in the background we will have Shadow of the Colossus. Now that I got the PS4, I can play it. But so to speak, that's not on PC and obviously not on Xbox. And so I'm like, oh, let's just play it. Try to beat it this time because normally I would defeat a certain specific amount of Colossus and then I just stop. But nah, this time I plan on beating it. But alright guys, without further ado, let's get started with these Reddit stories. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay my sister's speeding ticket after she borrowed my car without asking? I left my car at my parents' place while I was out of town because my dad said he would like to take it on rides occasionally. When I got back, I found out my younger sister had been using it without me even asking. After a week, a speeding ticket arrived in my mail since the car is registered in my name. She admitted she was driving it but then asked me to pay for the ticket since she wasn't going to pay for it since it wasn't her car. I refused to pay for it. She took my car without asking my permission, got the ticket, and now expects me to help pay for her mistake. My parents think I should just pay it since the car belongs to me and to keep the peace, but I don't think I should be responsible for something I didn't do. Am I the asshole? Oh my god, bro. No, you're not the asshole, dude. Your sister took your car without asking you, without your permission, drove it, committed a crime, which speeding is a crime, got the ticket, and now she expects you to pay for something that she did, her crime? Hell fucking no. That's some fucking horse shit. And your parents are actually siding with her on this one? Fuck no, dude. Hell no. You need to fight teeth and nail saying you're not going to pay for something that she did, dude. The fact that your parents are siding with her just tells you that she's a spoiled little brat and that she could get away with anything. And the fact that they're allowing that to happen says a lot, alright? Second child, oh, not going to raise her, not going to teach her responsibility and accountability. Nope. Fucking horseshit, dude. No. If they continue to treat her that way in the future, she's gonna think she's gonna get away with a lot of things. But the second she realizes she can't get away out of a situation, it's gonna hit her hard like a truck. She's gonna get hit with a huge reality check, and she realizes that she needs to take accountability and responsibility for her actions, especially in this situation. No, you need to teach her yourself that she needs to pay for it, because in the end, she's the one getting fucked over too, because she's not getting taught something that everybody needs to take responsibility and accountability. So nah. Honestly, fuck your family in this one. Fuck your sister and your mom and dad. Like, hell no. Am I the asshole for refusing to replace a torn $20 bill after paying for a service I wasn't happy with? I paid someone for a service recently, and I wasn't really satisfied how it turned out. I didn't ask for a refund or make a big deal about it. I just accepted the loss and moved on. A little later, the person texted me saying that the $20 bill I had given them was torn and that the store wouldn't accept it. They asked if I could cash out them another $20. I told them to try taking it to a bank first because banks can sometimes exchange damaged bills. I also explained that I'd have to drive all the way back just to get the torn bill and send them another $20. Later, they told me the bank wouldn't accept it either. I'm not sure if that's true or not, and asked me to come pick up the torn bill and cash out them a replacement. They even asked me what time I'd be coming. Here's where I'm conflicted. I generally didn't mean to give them a torn bill. It wasn't intentional. But I'm also not willing to drive back just to deal with this, especially since I wasn't happy with the service I paid in the first place. So now I'm planning not to send another $20. Am I the asshole for refusing to replace the bill, or is it reasonable to leave it as is given the circumstances? That's kind of dumb because, I mean, first, yeah, you didn't like the service. I assume whatever it was, they did a bad job. Also, I'm sorry. Why are you texting someone who you serviced? You're pretty much asking for more money. Like, yeah, the bill's torn, but dude, just shit happens. Take the loss. She took the L, or she paid the 20. So, like, she didn't make a big fuss about it. You shouldn't make a big fuss about it. Just move on with your life. Hey, you lost the 20. Too bad. Shit happens. But I don't think you're the asshole. It's just a very inconvenient situation for both sides, and really, you're not the asshole, and you're the adult because you, instead of making a big deal about it, you just like, hey man, hey, I'm not gonna pay you 20. First of all, your service wasn't good, and also, I'm the one that paid you to begin with, so the fact that I didn't like the service, and I still moved on without saying nothing, it says something. So, nah, I don't think, it's a weird situation, but I don't think you're the asshole. Would I be the asshole for telling my friend his excessive complaining is ruining my enjoyment of things? I, 33-year-old female, have a friend, Steven, 25 years old. Steven is a serial complainer. We play games together and he'll constantly bitch and moan about anything he can find. We've been playing Destiny 2 together and he'll constantly complain about various aspects of it. He'll complain about puzzles and a game that is known for them. He'll constantly gloat about the development ending by saying things like, "No wonder this game is dead," and will just bring down parts of the game which most people agree are good. Steven also does this with other things. We sometimes watch movies and he will complain about how bad the movie is while we're watching it. He'll slag off the director because he doesn't like the current direction of the franchise, and this is just starting to affect my ability to enjoy these things and the time we spend together. I've called him out on this before and he says he's just sharing his opinion. Would I be the asshole for telling him that he's ruining things for me and it needs to stop? So I can relate to this because I'm not gonna lie, that's me. I'm that guy. I won't say I do it a lot. It's just like I guess I'm just not liking the direction of how things are going in the world nowadays. Like with video games and movies, I just don't like how they're just the directions they're going. Like right now, literally today, like I say, like 20 minutes ago, I saw that they released the trailer to Jumanji 4 Open World, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Another fucking Jumanji movie? Why? Like the original Jumanji was already good. Then they had to make the new Jumanji one with the video game. Then they made a sequel to that. Then they made another one, and now there's a fourth one. I'm just like, what the fuck? Dude, stop making these sequels. Like, I'm that guy. I complain about stuff like that. But I do understand that people like us do maybe ruin the enjoyment for people. I will admit that. And no, I don't think you're the asshole because you're at least communicating and explaining like, hey man, you're talking things out. You're being honest about it. And that's valid. That's completely fine. But nah, you're not the asshole. It's valid that you're doing this and at least communicating to your friend. And hopefully he'll tone things down a bit, and hopefully y'all have a good time now together, playing or watching movies, whatever y'all do. Am I the asshole? Boyfriend's mom wants me to wear longer shorts when going over. Hi, I'm a 22-year-old female. I received a text from my boyfriend's mom saying out of respect for her if I could wear longer shorts since my cheeks are out, and they have a house full of boys. I do wear Spanx, but I also have long legs where they sew right up. I kind of felt incredibly insecure, weird, and disrespectful. Makes me not want to go over, but also just agree since it was her house, her rules. And I told her I was sorry and it wasn't my intention. Am I being over dramatic? I need help getting over the embarrassment. I don't know, you're not. I mean, it was a very adult thing for you to just agree and go along your life, go along. Hopefully she likes you more now. But I mean, yes, it is her house, her rules, but I mean, you're just wearing what you wear, and like you said, you have long legs. I mean, I myself am not tall, nor do I have long legs, so I can't myself relate to you having long legs and like I guess the shorts you'd be wearing or whatever you'd be wearing being uncomfortable or not fitting properly. But I mean, I still feel like you're both being adults about this. She communicated something, even though you disagreed. Secretly, you at least did agree since it's her house. You're being very adult about this. You're not the asshole in this situation. Okay, am I the asshole for wearing the same color as the bride? A bit of a clickbait title, but please read my post before you comment. I went to an Indian friend's wedding, but call her W, along with a few other of her friends who are white women. This is important, I promise. I am Pakistani in the South Asian culture. There is no such thing as not wearing the same color as the bride. You cannot outshine the Desi bride as our outfits are so extremely extravagant. All the Desi weddings I've been to had many people wearing the same color as the bride. W was wearing red and I also wore a red outfit because it was cute and I liked how it looked. W didn't care what I wore and didn't comment on it. Two of her friends were staring at me the whole time at the wedding and later on made a group chat with me. They told me that I was terrible for trying to outshine the bride on her wedding day and that I shouldn't have worn the same color as her. I've explained that we don't share that cultural norm and it doesn't matter, but they refuse to listen and continually make me feel bad. It doesn't help that I run in the same social circles as one of them, and she brings it up every time she sees me. So, am I the asshole? White bitches. I mean, if anything, they're the assholes for not understanding the culture. Like, you literally already explained to them that in that culture, it doesn't matter. Wear whatever color you want. There's no outshining the bride because everybody goes extravagant with it. But I guess they can't get out of their own comfort zone that they're used to their culture to where if you wear the same color, I'm sorry, but you're the asshole. You're a huge dick for doing that, and really should just leave the wedding altogether. But they just don't see that. They're blind to it, and they're the assholes for not understanding the culture, or at least just being like, oh, okay, well, if that's how the culture works, then no, you're good. All right, nice dress, whatever. Nah, white bitches nowadays, they just stuck in their own world, huh? Am I the asshole for not letting my mother stay with me after she became homeless? So, for a little context, I'm a 23-year-old female and my mother is 49. Have had a super rocky relationship after she kicked me out at 17 after graduating high school. We went off and on contact over the last 5 years, which is the span. I live with my husband and our 2 daughters, both under 3. So earlier this month, my mother informed me she had been fired from both of her jobs, one after another, and recently got evicted due to not paying rent. I've helped her with a little money for public transport and trying to help her find a job, offering shelter resources in our community, but she made it a point to bring up several times for her to stay with me in my apartment, to which I have avoided because she has shown little respect for my fiance in the past and still has resentment towards him for no reason since we were both teens. I do have the space for her to stay with us, but I don't want to disrupt the peace of my home by having her stay with me and my family. When I told her, she flipped out on me, saying I'm choosing people over blood. I personally see nothing wrong with my decision, but other people have talked to say otherwise. So I just need some unbiased advice on how I should even respond to this situation. No, your mother seems like a bitch. Like, she kicked you out at 17. I mean, that's hypocritical because now she expects you years on later, which, by the way, you said that y'all have been off and on contact, which is a rocky relationship, which you also said. No, you're not the asshole. Your mom is just, I think she's manipulative. I think she's just, I mean, you didn't explain how, or I don't know if she explained to you how she lost her jobs. And if she did, well, you didn't say it here, but I think there's a good reason on why she probably got fired from both jobs. I think she's just a bitch in general. Like, how the hell do you get fired from both jobs back to back? Like, you must be doing something wrong in order for that to happen. So, nah. Your mom just seems like an utter bitch, and honestly, just cut her off in general. I would. Alright, we got a short one here. Am I the asshole for telling my cousin to get off the bed? I was chilling on the bed that I share with my mom. My cousin told me to move even though I didn't think I was in her way. I thought she wanted to get off the bed, so I told her to go around like a normal person. She said no. We kept arguing yes and no back and forth. Oh, that's it? Oh, okay. I did say it was gonna be short, but like, that was it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think that was worth being put on Reddit, like, to be honest, but that's just a petty fight. You're both assholes. Alright, I'll just say that. You're both assholes to each other. That's all it is. Alright, moving on. Would I be the asshole if I wasn't nice anymore? Hello everyone. So me and my partner have been together for over 2 years now. We're very much in love and we say and act so. We do the little things for each other, all the good stuff. But every once in a while when he comes home from work, he's like a completely different person and is really mean to me for whatever reason he could think of at that moment, and for the rest of the night he doesn't speak to me. Usually he winds off, drinks some wine, and after a couple hours comes to me with an apology. Sometimes it lasts to the next day. I understand his day could have been frustrating and I want to be there for him or not if he needs some alone time. But him acting like I did something wrong and apologizing later every time really wears me down over time. I really tried to communicate and approach these situations differently, either keeping distance or trying to talk to him, but always staying calm both lead to apology down the line, which I accept. Would I be the asshole if I wasn't nice in these situations anymore? I'm not a conflict person. I really care about him and our relationship, and I don't want to bring unnecessary drama when I know he will be apologizing later. But maybe not taking it anymore might help him realize that it is not okay to bash out on me for nothing. Okay, so as a guy myself, going to work, working in the heat, lifting heavy objects, I will admit maybe sometimes my day could be hard and frustrating, and I come home and maybe I'm a bit of a dick. Maybe I let out some anger to my girl, which is not necessary nor is it deserved. But that's how it is for a lot of people. They go to work, they have a bad day, and they come home and they lash out at their family members or partners. That's just how it is for a lot of people, and it happens. But even though it wears you down, and I get it could be tiring to deal with, I don't think this is a solution. Not being nice will make things worse, and maybe it might lead to even more unwanted arguments or things being said back to each other that may be meant or aren't meant, and it's just not worth it, making things worse. So I continue talking to him about it. Maybe that will help. And or just continue doing the same thing, just wait it out, wait for him to apologize later on. But talking to him will definitely be a better solution than this. But I would say that would be an asshole move to just stop being nice. But I do understand why you would think that would be a good idea. Would I be the asshole for canceling my friend's Crunchyroll subscription and telling his family? For context, my good friend, H, I'll call him, has been coming to my house for a good 4 years now. We're really good friends, but a few months ago I started noticing things that were going missing from my room and house. First it was my phone charger, and then the week after it was my fold-up fan from my room. The times they went missing matched perfectly with the times he visited. Me being the good friend I am, didn't want to suspect him, but the week after my boot polish and batteries for some reason, he also said he needed to get more of these two exact things a week prior, went missing. I started to get suspicious of him, so I asked to go to his house. Once he agreed, I went there and chilled for a few hours. Then I noticed it, all my items tucked away conveniently behind a pile of clothes. Being the idiot I am, I decided to not confront him and carried on with my day. Once I went home, and this is where I'm typing this now, I thought of ways I could get back at him. Then I remembered I paid for him to be on my Crunchyroll account. I am considering canceling this on top of telling whatever member of his family I see next. Is this the wrong thing to do, or should I just confront him? I'm gonna be honest, that's something I do. Or I get my revenge, I get my get back. But the adult thing will be to confront him. Like, just tell him, hey man, the fuck you stealing my shit for? And I just see where it goes. I can't tell you what happens. Maybe he'll either get mad back, and I don't know what he'll say, or he'll be like, hey, you know what, my bad, dude, I'm sorry for stealing your shit. Like, I don't know. I can't explain for him. Obviously, he'll have to explain for himself why he stole your shit. But I don't think you'll be the asshole. That's something I do, but I think a lot of people would say that you are the asshole, but not me. Nah. Get your revenge, bro. Get your get back. Alright, we have another short one here. Am I the asshole for not lighting the way for my friend while I was high? So for context, we were high, and I was completely wasted, and my friend was looking for her phone, and asked if I could use my phone's flashlight to help her check if it had fallen down or something. It was night and we were outside. I refused and I said it was just in her bag, but it was not. Then she got mad at me and someone found her phone outside in the grass. Since then she has held it over me. We are good now, but we need the confirmation from you guys. It's not that big of a deal, but in right there and then, while it was occurring, you were being an asshole. Like, I get you were wasted, but you could at least give her your phone for her to hold, so you could use it as a flashlight. Like, I don't see why you would not give them your phone, like, to help them out. I could understand if you don't want people going through your phone, but I assume you have a password, and I'm sure they wouldn't go through your phone while they're trying to look for their own damn phone. I mean, everybody freaks out when they lose their phone, so that's the number one thing on their mind is, gotta find my phone at all costs. So, yeah, I say you were being a bit of a dick in that situation. You should have just gave him the phone and used a flashlight. Am I the asshole that I don't want my sister's boyfriend sleeping in my bed? My 23-year-old sister, let's call her Rachel, is demanding that I sleep in the living room so her boyfriend can sleep on my bed. I have a queen since I live at home, and she's usually gone to school and she has a twin. Our rooms are basically combined, just split by like half a wall and curtain, and she has slept in the living room when my boyfriend comes to visit, but we sleep in my bed because we tell our parents that we're sleeping in separate beds. My boyfriend is not actually sleeping in her bed, we just tell my parents that. She wants to do the same, but they also sleep in my bed. Rachel always sleeps in my bed if I sleep over at my boyfriend's, even when I tell her I don't like it, because I think she's gross. My parents tell me too bad, so sad, and now my mom is calling me disgusting and mannerless because I don't want my sister's smelly boyfriend sleeping on my bed. I have never liked him and I tell him to his face. He is a bad person and he is gross. Am I the asshole for this? I think not, because I mean, even though you tell your parents that your boyfriend is sleeping in your sister's bed, you're just saying that so they could get off your back. In reality, he's sleeping in the same bed as you, while your sister, I think, is sleeping in her own bed, right? If I got that correctly. But no, I don't think you're the asshole. Obviously, you don't want a random stranger sleeping in your bed. Some people do. Like, I remember one time, some friends of my older brother and sisters, they wanted to sleep over because they've been drinking, and I'm like, hey, y'all could sleep in my bed. I'll just sleep in my sister's bed since she's not here. and that's that. But some people just don't like random people sleeping in their own bed because you don't know where they've been. You don't know what they be doing outside and shit like that. But it's understandable. Like, they should just respect your decision of not letting them sleep in your bed. Am I the asshole for refusing to keep a log of my grandson's activities? This is a fairly mild post as these posts go, but here I go. My son and daughter-in-law welcomed their first baby and our first grandbaby 6.5 months ago. We're over the moon. He is healthy and there are zero health concerns. We watch the baby 2 times a week so mom and dad can work. I work from home on Fridays, and yes, it's a lot for my husband and me to do this. My son and daughter-in-law insist that keeping a log of every bottle, diaper change, and nap is 100% necessary. I never kept a log when I was raising my kids, and at 6.5 months, I frankly don't see the purpose. We prepare 20 ounces of formula every morning before the baby gets to our house, so a simple subtraction at the end of the day should suffice in knowing how much he has consumed. Had my husband and I told him that we refuse to keep this log, are we the assholes? Not necessarily. I don't think so. I just feel like they want things done a certain way, but what they don't realize is that y'all have raised kids before and y'all do it y'all's way. You know, from what I've gathered, y'all's way works properly. You know, being a parent is guesswork for most people, but y'all seem to have done a good job, and I'm sure your son and daughter-in-law are doing a good job as well, although they're being a bit too careful with it. And I don't think it's required to keep a log. Like, babies will eat a shitload, and I understand that they're trying to be careful and trying to make sure not to overfeed the baby, but they will. I mean, this is all a baby does: eat, shit, sleep. That's all. If it's crying, it either wants attention, or it's hungry, or needs to be burped. It's just, it's a pattern, and you just gotta follow the pattern. And it's not necessary to keep a log about it, you know. Just it's essentially a game. Just keep the baby satisfied, and whenever it cries, burp it, feed it, give it attention, 1 of the 3, and there you go. They will be satisfied, they'll go sleep, and that's it. No log required. So you're not the asshole here. But also, I like to keep in mind I'm not a parent, but this is just from what I heard and from what I've seen on media or experience from others, stuff like that. So do not take my advice like it's the best advice you ever heard. All right, I have never raised a child, so don't, take whatever I say with a grain of salt. All right. Am I the asshole for cussing out my friend? I have this friend. Let's call her Jane. I've known her for the past year, but we weren't really all that close. I only ever spoke to her because she's in the same floor in my college dorm. She loves to gossip, and as I found out, she doesn't care who about. A while back, I overheard her talking shit about me, saying I was two-faced and mean. I can be a lot at certain points, but never two-faced or mean with no reason. She then made up wild rumors about me, saying I was romantically interested in her. Mind you, I'm a straight woman, and manipulating everyone around me. I recently got fed up after she kept on gossiping to and about me, which, by the way, middle school shit. We're sophomores in college. And so I texted her that I hated her, and that she was an evil bitch, and then blocked her. Am I the asshole? Bit of a cheap shot, not gonna lie, but I don't think you're the asshole. I mean, she was talking shit about you first. Like, come on, why are you talking shit about your friend to other people behind her back? Like, that's fucked up. Especially making up rumors is the worst thing you could do. I don't know what rumors she made up about you, but hopefully nothing too bad. But I feel like, hey man, you got her. Fuck her. Nah, you're not the asshole she is. Like, very clearly she's the asshole. Am I the asshole for going after my friend's ex? For some background, when this story took place, I had just recently moved towns. Last year, around the end of May/beginning of June, I, 24-year-old male, moved towns. When I moved, one of my friends was in a situationship with a girl, but pretty soon thereafter, he told me they were no longer talking and that he had moved on and he started talking to some other girl. So I assumed it wasn't that serious. At the beginning of the year, I ended up asking my friend's ex on a few dates, with his permission. We had a good time, but never really went any further than that. We were still really good friends. Apparently the friend wasn't over his ex because about a month after me and her stopped talking, he once again went after her. Once again, they didn't work out and I thought that was the end. However, recently he started saying stuff like, "Didn't you go after my ex?" Or, "At least I've never dated a friend's ex," in front of other people and the girl we both liked. I tried to just laugh it off, But it made me think, am I the asshole? Okay, so there is an edit for this one. Let's see what the edit is. Edit. Since I feel I have to share this, we weren't friends when they went out. We were only acquaintances. Okay. A little clarification he gave us there. I don't think you're the asshole because you did ask for permission. Like, when it comes to a situation where you want to date a friend's ex, the logical thing to do is to ask for their permission, to ask them if it's okay, if you could pursue that. And the fact that you did that is very mature of you, very adult of you. And he agreed, okay, it's fine. You could go, it's okay. You asked his permission and he said it was okay. He's essentially throwing it back at your face now that he's trying to get back with her. And that's a dick move. I don't think you're the asshole, he's the asshole. I think he's a bit salty that you went after her, even though nothing ended up happening between y'all. It wasn't like it didn't work out with y'all either. But also, he's going back to her, even though it didn't work out for them either. I don't know. He's being a dick. He's the asshole. You're not. So, I'd stop being friends with him at that point because that's pretty shitty. Am I the asshole for refusing to give my sister part of my son's college fund after she spent her dollars? Myself and my wife have spent the past 18 years saving every month for our son's college. We didn't go on vacations, drove older cars, and cut back on luxurious things to make sure he'd graduate without any debt. My sister also received the same amount of money from our parents to start a college fund for her daughter. Instead, she spent it over the years, went on vacations, bought a new SUV, home renovations, and other expensive things, and always saying, we will figure college out later. Now, both of our kids have been accepted into great universities. My sister has saved almost nothing. She asked me to split my son's college fund with her daughter because they are family. I refused. Now my parents and other relatives are saying that I am selfish, saying my niece shouldn't suffer because of her mother's lavish spending. Honestly, I feel bad for my niece, but I don't think my son should lose the money we have sacrificed for almost 2 decades to save up because my sister chose to squander hers. I also offered to help my niece apply for many scholarships and let her stay with us rent-free while she's in college. My sister is saying that I'm choosing money over family. Am I the asshole for refusing to give my sister part of my son's college fund after she spent her dollars on vacations and luxury purchases? Oh my god, no, dude. Oh, that sucks, dude. Oh, wow. Wow. Your sister's a fucking bitch. Honestly, like, wow. You did the right thing of saving your son's college fund, not spending it on yourself or your wife or buying expensive things with it. You saved it for your son because it was meant for your son. And then your sister got the same for her daughter, but she spent it all, and now she can't pay for her daughter. Oh my god, dude, like, it's common sense. Why is your family turning on you in this situation? I have no fucking clue why. Even though that's the whole reason why they started the college fund for their grandkids, is so you could do it for. Oh, dude, I can't even get proper sentences out like that. This pisses me off, dude. You're not the asshole at all. Your sister is just a bitch who doesn't know how to raise her children or save money. Like, wow. I hate to be in your situation. Your family ganging up on you for something that your sister did or shouldn't have done to begin with is... I don't even want to say no more. I can't speak. You're not the asshole. Your sister is a fucking bitch. And also, oh wait, actually another thing. And the fact that you're still at least trying to help your niece by letting her stay rent-free while she looks for scholarships and helping her look for scholarships. Like, dude, it's just crazy. I'm so sorry that this is happening to you. Moving on. I can't even, I'm done with this one. Am I the asshole for losing my dad's $100 because I ordered DoorDash? I, 19-year-old male, really wanted some snacks and soda, but I'm sick and don't feel like going anywhere, so I DoorDash from Dollar General. The Dollar General is less than a mile, but I'm feeling bad and lazy, so don't judge me. I got my order around 30 minutes later and got a message from my DoorDasher, Sam, saying, "Thank you so much. Have a great weekend." My first thought was, why the hell is there so many explanation points? I gave him a 20% tip for the order, so I just assumed he was a really thankful guy. Later in the day, my stepdad comes in the house enraged. He's screaming on the phone saying that he put 5 $20 bills on our decor outside the front door. He soon hangs up looking defeated and I ask him, what's wrong? He told him that he put $100 out for his daughter to come pick up, but she told him it was not out there. Oh no. I immediately messaged Sam on the app asking him if he picked up $100 for me today, and he said yes. He thought it was a tip. I told him about my situation, but he said he had already spent it on a video game, Mario Kart World. I guess he really likes driving. I reluctantly told my stepdad and he was furious. I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Secondly, I DoorDash, and if I saw $100 put out, I wouldn't assume it's for me. But that's probably just me. So, am I the asshole? That really sucks because... why would your dad do that? First off, if I left $100 for someone so they could come pick it up later, why in the hell would you do it outside of the house where anybody could get it? Or worse, the wind could just blow it away and God knows who will find it and pick it up and be lucky enough to find a $100 bill. Your dad is fucking dumb. Unless this is fake, which a lot of people are saying it is because, like, why would you do that? But, like, come on. Leave it in the house on the counter with something on top of it, preferably, or something like that. But no one's an asshole in this situation. It was just a huge misunderstanding. Oh, actually, I take it back. Your dad is the asshole because he's dumb enough to leave $100 bill outside. But no, in this situation, it was a DoorDasher, and I guess a lot of DoorDashers would possibly mistake that for a tip. But then again, $100. If I was a DoorDasher, I would have texted and asked, "Hey, is this $100 for me?" And then that would have just avoided the whole situation. But I don't know. You're not the asshole here. It's just a huge, big misunderstanding. All right, and I think that'll have to do it for today, guys. Thank y'all for watching. I noticed that y'all are really liking these types of videos. They are getting a good amount of views, so I figured I'd just keep doing them. Just play a game and then read the stories, give my opinion about it. Seems to be good content, and I'm glad that y'all are enjoying it. But alright, guys, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Hey, the Don John is reading Reddit stories. Hey, y'all want to listen to that, go ahead. That will really help out the channel. Alright, guys, that'll do it. See y'all next time. Bye.